Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our channel. Today, I want us to go straight to central Kenya, the politics of Moses Kuria. But just before that, I want to salute our subscriber of the day, Dr. Stanley Kimei, such an amazing person. And I normally take his feedback. By the way, some of the things he says, I normally come back here and I just also analyze. And I also want to say that for our viewers out there, you can also tell us what you want us to at least analyze for you in the next video. I want to ask you a question about Moses Kuria. What is his game plan? Moses Kuria walked out of UDA and announced that he was not going to seek any elective seat. Unfortunately, he was supposed to concentrate on building the Chama cha Kazi party, but he got an accident, a fire accident, and he's been out of the country seeking some medical attention. But he will be back, and on 19th February, he's going to hold a meeting at Thika Stadium in what is called from personal healing to national healing. I want to say that Moses Kuria is dropping a hint on his next political moves. And so I want to read for you because I observed some consistency on his recent posts in Facebook. And I want to read for you some two posts that he did because they are going to form the basis of my analysis. One was on 16th January. He posted this and said, "To a carpenter, a hammer is the solution to every problem. To Raila Odinga, changing the constitution is the solution to achieving 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote." Yesterday, the Kiambu delegates meeting in Thika, he told them that the reason the county is not getting the additional 9 billion it deserves is because of the collapse of BBI. Then he said, if Raila believes in the 1 man, 1 shilling, 1 vote, then he should ask his MPs to support the same amendment in the parliament the way he's pushing the political parties' amendment bill. That was on 16th January. Then today, the 26th, that is 10 days later, a post he posted and said, Azimio is a bad idea fronted by the wrong people for all the wrong reasons. Its fate is Jahannam and Judgment Day is here. This post by Moses Kuria have attracted over 7,000 comments. I want to agree with analysts who say that politics is about the strategy and politics is about the chances. What do you interpret from this Moses Kuria's posts? From where I'm standing, there are three interpretations. One, that is very clear that Moses Kuria is not subscribing to the ideologies of Azimio la Umoja. I don't know that it's the ideology, but he said that it's a bad idea. Of course, it's the ideology, and the people who are supporting it, and the reasons why it is being supported. Two, Moses Kuria is figuring out joining another political outfit that is rivaling Azimio la Umoja. That is two. The third one, that Moses Kuria might be pushing on a way to just bolster and boost his own political party, Chama cha Kazi. And out of those three interpretations, there is one that for me stands bold. One, Moses Kuria will form a coalition. So yes, he's not joining Azimio, and in my own, I picked the second one that is seeking to join a political party. And in my own theory, I'm looking at United Democratic Alliance. That is what I want us to look at. And what are the compelling reasons why he can review his decision to join UDA. If you're new to this channel, take a second and subscribe. And also like our video, comment, give us your feedback, and tell us what you think about Moses Kuria's move. This is a hint, and it is supposed to provoke conversation. I even went through the comment section, and people were actually asking him, so which way Moses Kuria? He was being asked, are you going to UDA, are you going to Azimio? You are not going to Azimio, so are you going to UDA or are you going to Oka? Where are you? It is when Moses Kuria did this post intentionally to drop a hint. And the hint here is that he's making a political decision. The day that he's going to make that final decision is on 19th February, when he's going to hold a Thanksgiving ceremony at Thika Stadium. We are waiting for another earthquake there, if you allow us to use the word earthquake in this context, if Musalia Mudavadi allows us. And I know that word is really annoying to some people, so in light notice, it's never serious. Now guys, I want us to look at theory number 1. Moses Kuria might be going back to UDA because the central Kenya MPs around William Ruto wants to use his party as the vehicle of engagement. I was asking myself, after the entry of Musalia Mudavadi and Ford Kenya Party leader Moses Wetangula, they are bargaining on the grounds of the party. They have formed a new party called Kenya Kwanza, and I promise I'm going to do a power sharing deal between Mudavadi and Ruto tomorrow. But then, they are arguing or they are engaging as political parties. So if Musalia Mudavadi is going to be given 30% of government as it is rumored, then what does it mean? That is anchored through the political party, because that is where his vehicle is. Now I want to ask a question to Central Kenya MPs who are supporting William Ruto. I don't think they can just go there to seek the running mate. They need a bigger share of the government. Actually, the running mate, you cannot go just for running mate with one person. But you know, government is big, is huge. So how are they going to engage William Ruto? When it came to Kiambaba election, Moses Kuria wanted to field a candidate because he felt like his party now was gaining momentum. But I think Rigathi Gachagua and Kimani Ichung'wah held the handbrakes. And now they told him that he must shelve his ambitions, he must shelve that post for UDA. Their worry was, if Moses Kuria's party was going to gain popularity, then Moses Kuria was going to be a threat to them. So I think they somehow convinced William Ruto, and that is when the information of Moses Kuria being a mole came through. Actually, they were labeled mole, Moses Kuria and Margaret Wanjiru. So Moses Kuria left and Margaret Wanjiru remained in UDA. So what happened after that? Moses Kuria was left no option but now to leave. But I think that doesn't mean, that was just showing to show that it was not such a big personal difference that cannot make him to go back. Secondly, Moses Kuria's party, he might have realized that his party's vibrance is going down in central Kenya. This is because of the latest defections. If you look at his Facebook page, Njogu Njoroge, the Kameme TV presenter who is now vying for Njoro parliamentary seat, had joined Chama cha Kazi, Moses Kuria's party, to vie for senator in Nakuru, but he defected to UDA. Sabina Chege had also intended to vie for Kigumo parliamentary seat through Chama cha Kazi, and you can look at this poster here. She also defected and seems to be sitting at the fence to wait whether she can join Jubilee. Purity Ngirishi is not yet clear, and she had also intended to vie with Chama cha Kazi. So Moses Kuria have realized that UDA is receiving a lot of defections from his side. So he can join UDA so that in any case that there are going to be nomination issues, the candidates that are going to fail nominations and will still want to remain within the UDA circle can easily troop back to his party and vie for those electing seats using his party. Alternatively, that can also be an agreement between him and William Ruto for him to come back, so that Central Kenya MPs or Central Kenya leaders who might feel uncomfortable after the nominations can easily join his party instead of going out or rather joining Azimio la Umoja. So that can be a script. Thirdly, I also think that Moses Kuria have realized that Uhuru Kenyatta is determined to stamp his authority in central Kenya. Now, his initial game plan was, if Ruto is going to face the mountain himself, then Uhuru Kenyatta is going to shelve back and is not going to be so active in the central Kenya politics, then his only antagonist is going to be William Ruto. Now, facing over with William Ruto is easy and is convenient for him to thrust to be a Kikuyu kingpin or increase his stature. But with Uhuru Kenyatta determined to go back to reclaim the mountain, Moses Kuria might have seen that the best deal is now to go and join William Ruto on the other side, instead of now sitting out and now facing over with President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now he's trying to avoid that direct confrontation with President Uhuru Kenyatta. Thirdly, Moses Kuria is seeing the vibrancy in UDA. And I think with now the kind of the activity they are having and the rallies they are having, I don't think Moses Kuria can pull those rallies. He cannot do those rallies. I don't want to lie to you people. He cannot do those rallies. So he might also have joined the other side to gain the visibility, because those guys are now planning really to roll out their campaigns. Lastly, this is a season of transfer, signing. I think Raila Odinga and Uhuru Kenyatta did not make an approach, or are not approaching him and enticing him to join their team. So he's sitting at the fence and finding out, what can I do best? The best thing I can do is to make sure that now I join UDA. And joining UDA is out of the three options. His option number one was to make his party. His option number two was to join OKA. Option number three is to join UDA. If you evaluate all these options, you will realize that the most lucrative deal for Moses Kuria is to go back to William Ruto. You never know. Somehow, by coincidence, he can even land the running mate position, because he might go there and ask William Ruto to make sure he's going to push that the running mate slot must go to central Kenya. In any case, that Rigathi Gachagua, Anne Waiguru, Kimani Ichung'wah, there is no one who is ready to thrust and go for that post. Moses Kuria may take the risk and accept to be given that mantle. And because he has his own political party, he has a way he can negotiate with William Samoei Ruto. Guys, what do you think about this? The other alternative of joining Mount Kenya Unity Forum, I think that joining OKA through Mount Kenya Unity Forum, I don't want to advance that, because Kabogo is not still strong there. It's only Martha Karua that is there. And so Martha Karua and Moses Kuria in the same camp, who is going to be more visible? Martha Karua is a more senior politician. So for him to even have his visibility, he must take a different direction. So guys, that's my analysis. And you can also tell us what you think about this.